For the assault rifle and certain other weapons, pressing the weapon button will first ready the gun for shooting from the hip. If you're in a close quarters fight or other situation that requires immediate action, fire from that position. Observe where your shots are hitting and correct your aim accordingly.
I understand, but that doesn't sound too accurate.
Of course not. So when you require pinpoint targeting, like when firing from afar or sniping, hold the aim button to aim. Carefully align your front and rear sights to concentrate fire and gain a sharper view on your target.
Oh, left stick. I wasn't listening properly, I guess. Right stick does it too, but very slowly. That's gonna be weird aiming with the left stick. Oops. Oops. Oh, lean. Yeah, you're gonna see me make many mistakes. Okay, I gotta keep remembering how to freaking play the game. Maybe I shouldn't have been. Maybe I should have been sitting around, not listening to what was actually being said during the boss stuff. Just real quick at the. Huh. God damn it. It's the wrong. No, not the VTuber thing. Oh, okay, thank you. I don't think the boss ever told me how to reload my gun.
The tiger stripe camouflage. The tiger stripe pattern has been in use since 1959 among the South Vietnamese Marine Corps. But the pattern originated with the French. It's said that it developed out of the brushstroke pattern, also known as lizard camouflage. It provides some cover in trees and grass, but it's especially effective in earth and mud environments. You should find it useful when you're concealing yourself by crawling on the ground. You're wearing the woodland face paint, I see. The woodland face paint is designed for use in forests. It'll give you a high level of camouflage in a wooded environment. Try using woodland paint when you're traveling through the forest.
Very insensitive, Snake.
I see you're wearing the black camouflage. People tend to associate black camo with night operations, but that's not always the case. Wearing all black when you're out in the forest at night makes your silhouette darker and more prominent, and you end up standing out instead. To get the most out of your camouflage, it's essential to choose a pattern that matches your surroundings, even at night. Don't forget that. You're wearing black face paint, huh? Painting your face black will raise your camo index in dark areas. If you find yourself in any dark areas, make sure to use the black face paint.
Maybe you shouldn't be calling it that?
Stalking is a movement technique that eliminates even the sound of your footsteps. Stalking involves putting your weight on your rear foot, then stepping forward slowly with your front foot. Before putting down the front foot,
She has a lot of dialogue.
use the tip of your foot to check for dangerous objects or branches that might create a noise when stepped upon. Once you've determined the spot is safe to step on, slowly lower your foot to the ground, placing it down from the outside edge first, and then slowly lowering your weight onto the foot. Throughout the entire process, you have to strain your calves to retain balance.
What?
But all you need to do is press the D-pad in the direction you wish to move. When stalking, you can move without creating sound with your footsteps. And since your posture is low while stalking, you are that much less likely to be spotted by the enemy. Since you move cautiously while stalking, you will be able to detect a trap on the ground before it is set off. However, the slow, concentrated movement while stalking consumes high amounts of stamina. Switch between walking and running with the left stick and stalking with the D-pad depending on the situation.
That was a space there. Yeah, get an opinion on all of it.
Snake,
What's up, boss?
don't you what's up me.
Okay then, what is it?
I'm talking about your camouflage. Why aren't you using it?
Oh,
When you don't use any camouflage at all, you stick out like a sore thumb. Didn't you listen to a word I said?
well, I was listening, but...
Then start using your camouflage. Is that clear?
yeah.
I see you're wearing the olive drab uniform. Olive drab, or OD for short, is what you might call the pre-camouflage uniform. Plain-colored OD fatigues are still worn by infantry today, but they'll be replaced sooner or later by patterned camouflage. As you can see, it's got no colors or markings on it, so of course it won't make a very effective disguise. You should change into some other type of camouflage as soon as you can. In the jungle, it's absolutely crucial to keep your position secret from the enemy. Sometimes even the smallest sound can be enough to give your position away and get you killed. You'll have to make sure your weapons and equipment don't make noise bumping around. Use tape to secure metal objects and other items that seem likely to produce noise. After you've secured
I
your
haven't
gear,
played the
jump up
game
and down
yet.
to see whether it makes a sound.
Don't
I've
worry.
just-
I remember the drill.
Sat here listening to this. But like, since she's not in it for too long,
I see you're wearing the leaf pattern camouflage. The leaf pattern was developed to provide cover in forest environments. The U.S. military isn't the only one using it. Countries that anticipate operating in forest environments are developing various types of patterns, each suited to the vegetation of the particular region. The Soviets and the Eastern European countries all use their own unique patterns. Leaf pattern camo will give you an especially low profile in areas of thick vegetation. Select Map in the Survival Viewer to view a map of the area you're currently in. It shows your present location and the places you've been to. In addition, if you acquire information from enemies, the map may also display enemy unit positions and the location of items. To get information from an enemy, grab him from behind using CQC and press the left stick button. To succeed in any mission, knowing how to put information about the zone of operation to effective use will be essential. Map will serve you well. I see you're wearing the tree bark camouflage. The tree bark pattern was originally created for use by hunters. Unlike the somewhat abstract design seen in other patterns, tree bark is characterized by a design that resembles photographs of stumps and branches pasted together. It's especially good when you're pressed up against a tree. Keep in mind that your weapons and equipment each have their own weight. Storing a heavy item on your person will cause your stamina to drain more quickly. If you're getting tired or want to conserve your stamina, it's a good idea to put any items you're not going to use back into your backpack.
Okay, let's listen to Squares. And the mask.
I see you're wearing the squares pattern camouflage. The squares camouflage consists of a series of squares, each varying slightly in color and shape from the next. It has the effect of making the contours of the person wearing it more difficult to distinguish. You'll find it especially useful against brick and rusted metal backgrounds. There is one weapon greater than any other in battle. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
What?
Do we have to go through this again?
Yes.
Will. An unflinching will to survive no matter what.
Exactly. The will to carry out your mission and return home alive will see you through even the most desperate of situations.
Nothing to say about the mask.
It's the
huh?
most potent weapon in your arsenal. Don't forget that, no matter what. Treetops, bushes, hollow logs. There are plenty of...
Oh, fuck. Really, back buttons? Back buttons want to be a jerk and skip dialogue. Oh, that's gonna be a great thing to not to...
If you rapid fire the assault rifle, the recoil of the gun will cause your shots to stray from their intended targets. Firing from a crouched position or while lying on your stomach will stabilize the recoil and keep your hits more consistent. If you want to survive in the jungle, you're going to need to hone all of your senses. An unnatural movement in the undergrowth, a tiny shadow peeking out through the trees in the distance. Always keep an eye out for any signs of the enemy's presence. Your sense of hearing is equally important. Visibility is poor in the jungle, so you've got to learn to pick up the enemy's presence from the sounds you hear around you. Always be listening for that one snap of a twig among the chirping of the birds and the babbling of the brooks. Your sense of smell is also important. Body odor, sweat, gunpowder, food. These faint smells wafting in the wind will tell you where the enemy...
No.
What?
No?
I can't smell.
You? What now?
I can't smell.
Not at all.
Nope.
Not even a little bit.
Not a thing.
Oh. Well then, you'll just have to trust in your instincts as a gamer.
Funny.
Even while hanging,
Talking
you
to
can
me.
fire your handgun with one arm.
I see you
And if
there,
you're
boss.
attacked during a hanging maneuver, don't panic and claim the advantage. Equipment captured in the field often needs to be fixed or have its parts replaced before it can be used. But you won't need to worry about that in this mission.
Why's that?
Because your adversaries are highly trained professionals. They'll no doubt have made sure their reserve gear is in working condition.
So in other words, I can use the stuff I pick up right away?
Right. One more thing. When you pick up a new item, don't forget to read its description in the window. When you see an enemy, the first thing
Eventually
to do
she's
is
gonna run out of
conceal
stuff to say.
yourself and watch what
I
he's
know
doing.
it. One of these hours.
If you make any sudden moves, your camo index will decrease, and there's a good chance the enemy will catch sight of you. And don't start to panic just because an enemy is acting like he knows you're there. It doesn't necessarily mean he's figured out exactly where you are. As long as you hide someplace like the bushes and stay perfectly still, you'll usually come out all right. Stay calm, keep a grip on the situation, and use clear judgment. Got it? Your ultimate objective in this mission is to find Sokolov and get him to safety, not to slaughter the enemy.
So basically, I should avoid getting into battles, right? You don't have to tell me.
To avoid battles, it will be essential to scout out the enemy's numbers and positions. That's what your binoculars are for.
I feel like I should download the mod that lets you crouch walk. How are you? You son of a bitch. I'll eventually be able to know how to do this. How do you not have to go into here, go to backpack, go to knife, and put knife on? God, I've forgotten how to even get to that menu. R2.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
It's not action button that reloads. Yeah, I just want to kill a tree frog. Okay, so that's how you do it. Stand just slightly out of range. Can you die already? Or gonna be here all night instead of listening to Codecs calls, just killing one alligator? Just how invulnerable are you, alligator? Crocodile, sorry. Crocky, come on. Just die already. Thank you.
I see you've captured an Indian gavial. The Indian gavial is a crocodile that originally lived in freshwater regions in India and Nepal.
Why are Indian crocodiles way out here?
They're captive crocodiles that were brought here for research purposes but escaped and became wild again. Indian gavials are large creatures. Adult males grow to over 6 meters in length. You'll never catch one alive, even if you use the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So, how do they...
Taste? Yes, I did look into that. You know what they always say. Tastes like chicken.
Sounds delicious.
But be careful when capturing an Indian gavial. Normally they're cowardly creatures, but the ones in the forest there are belligerent. Apparently they attack humans.
What do you mean?
They weren't the direct subject of any serious research, but some think they may have become violent as a side effect of the atomic research that was conducted nearby.
Paramedic.
What's up?
Are you a medic or a doctor?
I'm a well-respected physician, or I was until I joined the CIA.
How is your reputation?
My what?
Your reputation.
Oh, that.
How was it?
Why? Don't you trust me?
That's not what I meant.
Fine then.
Uh-huh. So?
So what?
Your reputation, how was it?
My, you're relentless.
Hey, I'm a snake. So?
My reputation was spotless. I'm highly skilled, patient, and good-looking to boot. Everybody wanted to see me. What else would you expect? No, seriously.
But how did you
Incidentally,
taste?
her nickname back then was Quack.
Major.
Sorry.
Is that true?
Is what true?
About your nickname.
No. Well, maybe a few people did call me that.
So you were a quack.
No. Well, yes and no. I mean, in a sense I was, but then again I wasn't.
Snake, her skills as a doctor are beyond reproach. You have my word on that.
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say, Snake.
Then why did they call her quack?
It's because she...
Never mind that. It doesn't matter. We've got a job to do, and we have to stay
I want to know, does she
focused.
quack like a
Besides,
duck when
my
you
past
when
doesn't
you
have
scared
anything
her?
to do with the mission, and
Because she never shuts up.
Yes, that's it.
Oh,
no, that's not it. Snake, tell him that's not true. Say something.
I'd better get back to the mission.
Yes, you do that.
Just a minute. Snake, don't you hang up on me.
sorry, going into a tunnel.
If you have any questions about stamina or healing, just ask me. I'll tell you everything you need to know. It'll have to be over the radio, though.
So you won't be able to see me naked then.
Yeah, I'm devastated. But I'll bet that 50 years from now, you'll be able to see who you're talking to on the radio.
I'll be retired from active duty by then.
I don't know. Somebody somewhere might just decide to give you a call.
Wouldn't surprise me. Let's both pray that never happens.
I see you're wearing the tiger stripe camouflage. The tiger...
Yeah, we've been through that.
I see you've got the survival knife equipped. The survival knife is a necessity in the field. Press the weapon button to swing the knife. Press it repeatedly to perform a combo attack. The knife lets you kill an enemy silently, so you should find it useful when the situation calls for stealth. In addition to fighting the enemy, you can also use the knife to capture wild animals. That one knife can provide you with everything you need to survive in the field. Use it well. You're wearing the woodland face paint, I see. The woodland... Stalking is a movement technique. In the jungle, it's absolutely...
Man, you really have to go through all these again
Select
when you
map.
die, huh?
Keep in mind that your weapon... There is one weapon... Treetops, bushes. If you want to survive in the jungle, you're going to need to hone all of your senses. An unnatural movement in the under... If you rapid fire the... Even while hanging... Equipment captured in the field... When you see an enemy, the first thing to do is conceal yourself and watch what he's doing. If you make any sudden moves, your camo index will decrease. Your ultimate objective in this... Tell me, what's the advantage of a solo sneaking mission?
It's easier to go in undetected than with a group.
Exactly. And therein lies the entire reasoning behind this virtuous mission. This mission into Soviet territory is a violation of international law. If this gets out to the public, we'll be faced with an international crisis even greater than the one 4 years ago.
4 years ago, the U-2 crash.
Failure is not an option.
Not a problem. I'll get Sokolov out without them ever knowing I was here.
We'll see about that. Oops. No, Snake don't like that. Oh, that's it for this area? Oh hey, stuff's happening finally. 2 hours of codec conversations later. Here comes another codec conversation.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen.
We'll see
The
about
success
that.
of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
Probably poorly.
Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the
Thank
Face
you.
option lets you change your face paint. Choosing
Supposedly,
camouflage
I'm
that
right.
blends in with your surroundings will help you
Paint it
conceal
as close as
yourself more
possible.
effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Well, it begins. What is a way to crawl without first person?
Speak. We won't hand over Sokolov. Speak. Let go of me.
Take a nap. Alright, forget how you pick them up. Does it need to be? Yeah, alright.
You said the enemy is equipped with AK-47s, didn't you? The AK-47 is the official assault rifle of the Soviet Army.
The
It's
Codecs are
employed
done?
not only by the Soviets, but throughout the entire Eastern Bloc. It uses 7.62 millimeter by 39 ammunitions with a
Hurrah.
magazine capacity of 30 rounds. The AK is reliable, precise, powerful, and easy to handle. In short, one of the best assault rifles there is. Don't even think about getting into a one-man firefight against an enemy unit equipped with AKs. Avoid battle as much as possible. Are we clear? You mentioned the enemy was also carrying grenades, correct? Those grenades are RGD-5s, the standard blast fragmentation grenade of the Soviet Army. You can protect yourself from a large part of the blast and shrapnel from a grenade by lying flat on the ground. If someone throws a grenade at you and you sense that you can't get away in time, get into a crawl position. It should reduce the damage to a minimum. Your objective in this mission isn't to get into fights, but if you're faced with a situation where you have no choice but to get rid of an enemy, attack him from behind. If you use stalking to sneak up behind an enemy and take him out in one strike, the other enemies probably won't even notice. If it doesn't look like you'll be able to sneak up from behind, wait for him to come toward you. Either figure out the enemy's patrol route and get there before he does, or make a sound or throw something to get his attention. And if he does spot you, don't hesitate. Take him out before he has a chance to alert his comrades to your presence. Got it?
Got it. Actually, yeah, map then. So way there and way forward. Oh, it's even slower, huh? Anybody? There was a snake. Question is, are we gonna go for a no-kill run, or are we gonna go to just run around willy-nilly with an AK-47? So do we have any, like, frogs? I know you're supposed to get, like, a camo that lets you know if a frog's in the area that you haven't gotten. But I don't know how far back you can go in a level, so...
I see you've got yourself a Baltic hornet's nest. Baltic hornets are a variety of hornets that inhabit that area. The difference between them and other hornets is that they produce honey in their nests. Inside the nests are larvae, pupa, and adults. You can eat them all. In particular, the honey you find inside the nest is delicious and full of nutrients. It's easy to digest and helps pep you up when you're feeling tired. In short, it's the perfect survival food. Honey can also be used as a burn ointment. When honey is applied to a burn, it creates a protective coating over the skin. When you knock down a hornet's nest, a burn ointment will appear along with it, so don't forget to pick it up. Of course, the hornets aren't going to give up their nest without a fight. If you knock a nest down, a large swarm of hornets will come flying out, so be careful. I see you found some Siberian inkcap mushrooms. The Siberian inkcap is a mushroom from the inkcap family. Its life cycle is transitory. As soon as the spores mature, the cap starts to turn black, liquefy, and melt away.
And that's why they call it an ink cap?
That's right. It doesn't really turn to liquid, but you get the idea. In its immature state, before it melts away, it's valued as a source of food. Just be sure not to eat them while you're drinking alcohol.
Why's that?
Ink caps contain coprin, which inhibits the function of aldehyde dehydrogenase. This prevents the body from breaking down alcohol, causing a buildup of acetaldehyde.
Meaning?
Meaning it will give you the hangover from hell.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
You think I'd drink alcohol in the middle of a mission?
Wouldn't you?
Hell no.
Well, I'm knocking a shot back now.
What?
Just teasing you.
Oh,
Oh, come on. Where's your sense of humor?
Snake, why do you sound
I need
like
a
Sideshow Bob after he got hit by a rake?
That area is home to the Sunda whistling thrush. The Sunda whistling thrush is a bird native to Java and Sumatra. It's distinguished by its large blue body and long beak. It really stands out in the forest. If you're aiming to catch one alive, use the tranquilizer gun.
got it. So,
How does it taste?
yeah,
I don't know.
you don't know.
The guide doesn't say.
Right.
You'll
Heard that
find
one.
a fruit called the Yabloko Moloko growing in that area.
Diablo, what now?
Yabloko Moloko. It's a Russian name that roughly translates as milk apple. It's a type of star apple. The juice is thick and sweet, like milk, hence the name. And if you cut one in half lengthwise, you'll see a star-shaped ring radiating out from the center.
Hence the star apple.
Right. The star-shaped part has a gelatinous texture and is said to be especially tasty.
Sounds useful,
You're welcome.
for once.
Did you say something?
No, back to the mission.
I had a feather on my camera.
Not too bad.
Just my man.
So just hold square. I don't think I need to. There's the Moloko Coco. Right? Yeah, there's the Moloko. Blah blah bloko. Frig.
Answer me.
Hornets. They're terrifying.
Man. Yeah, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Empty-handed hold square. I'm gonna have to, huh? To make sure there's nobody over this direction. Okay, now I cleared that.